Okay, hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, okay, nice. First time trying this program, so
Well, it's kind of it could have been better. Unfortunately, it is what it is, but it
yeah,
is free and like somehow useful and is easy to use when you get used to it.
okay,
So,
good.
tell me about yourself.
Well, my name is Sam.
Hmm.
I'm from UK at the moment. I've been playing for a lot of time, and I don't know. I guess I'm stuck too much at Platinum Five, where I think I deserve to be ranked higher than that.
Hmm.
Um, I know I'm doing something wrong. Like there's no other reasons. I think my mechanics are fine. I think I have a lot of map awareness. I think I have it all. Just I'm not sure what kind of mistakes I'm making. Can't seem to get out of it.
Hmm. Well, and you do prefer to play mid lane.
I'm a mid laner, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you play AD carry. Well, it is a usual tradition. And what were you talking about with SDG Norp? So we won't just have some kind of contradiction between ourselves. I have no idea what he's talking about during his lessons. And
Do you know
like,
him, by the way?
hmm?
Do you
Excuse
know
me?
him, by the way?
No, I don't know.
We just played one versus one.
Uh huh.
Kale, and he picked. We did two games. The first one he took Zed, and the second one he took LeBlanc, just to see how I handle him.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Like, the best advice he could give me at the moment was that I'm taking too much damage from the creeps, which was a thing I did not notice until he told me that. But beside that, pretty much he didn't make any new comments or things I didn't know.
Okay.
Afterwards, we played a game with his friends. I don't know. I don't think I got much from that lesson. So.
Okay, I see. Well, I guess the laning phase. You got the better laning phase with him than you would have gotten from me because obviously I don't play mid lane at the moment too much because uh the the way the pick and bans goes right now and duo queue partners, one of them usually first pick and most of the time it is me who first pick, so I don't first pick mid laners. But well, I can give recommendations in terms of how you want to play the mid game. Just one moment.
Okay. Like I know the jungler is pretty much the role who you have most control with. So I'll just leave it there.
So yes, jungler is the most carrying role in solo queue. Why? Because it can help all the lanes if they are losing. Most likely, jungler is a shot caller in ranked because most of the time, junglers are the champions with some kind of engage potential, and the more unexpected engagement potential you have, the better pressure during the game you will have, and you want to uh, again in solo queue you want to engage yourself just to not to rely on I don't know a guy being indecisive, not watching the map properly and that kind of stuff. So that's why I do believe that when you play just solo queue without a duo queue partner, probably jungler is the best. Well, it's pretty much because sometimes we carry as junglers with my duo queue partner as well. So, but why mid lane is also important because, uh, well, it obviously this role deals a lot of damage, especially during mid game. It can rotate and roam. It is the lane. Uh, on which the jungler always relies. Because if he's going to invade, you're the first person that will be able to arrive to his position.
Hmm.
You you will be able to help him. Top lane and bot lane. Top lane is always farming. They just don't watch the map completely. Bot lane, well, they always struggle to come really because it is a long way for them to go. But if you are a mid laner, you will be able to help him. And the same situation if he is getting control jungled, it is you
Who
uh,
is?
to be the first person to help him. It is you who can ward the entrances to his jungle, through which the enemy most likely go, because they won't go through, I don't know, the blue buff entrance. They will go through the entrance that is closer to the mid lane, and you should have this warded. And again, if you ward effectively and appropriately to the game, you will help your jungler to have a vision over the enemy jungler. And
I don't think this is my problem. I'm coordinating with most junglers very good. I'm warding a lot and at the right spots. I'm pretty sure of it. Um, I don't know. Those kinds of things are pretty basic and obvious for me.
well, that's glad to hear because it is obviously not obvious for a lot of players out there.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I know, I know. Yeah, you're not saying it for nothing.
yeah,
Um, so that's not it. Wording is that's not my problem. I think it's something with the roaming. I'm not sure. I really don't
well,
know.
I'd say that your champion pool, I mean Ari and Kale and LeBlanc, Mozaharzad, they put too much pressure on you to make like huge plays every single game you play. Because, well, Kale is for the most part of the game a single target champion. Well, it she deal damage to a single target. Ari is pretty much the same, unless she gets fed. Well, if she gets fed, then she's crucial. But
Yeah,
LeBlanc, Ari, they always need to go like really balls deep into them. And uh, the problem here is that if you fall behind, it is really hard for you to come back because you can't deal your damage effectively uh, if you go that deep. If you go there, you will die instantly, and that's a problem because this kind of assassins champions well, don't let you a place for mistake. Well, let's talk about LeBlanc. I've seen.
let's say sorry to stop you, but
Uh,
let's say I'm playing Kale, for
mm-hmm,
example, winning my lane, snowballing it, totally in my control.
mm-hmm.
How would you advise me to just snowball the whole game and not just my lane?
So that's the problem. You as a kill, you can hardly engage. You can hardly catch someone out of position because your Q, well, it slows. Yeah, you can deal some kind of a decent amount of damage, but you won't be able to kill someone. On the contrary, Ziggs or Nidalee, it can land, or Oriana, they just land one skill, uh, like really, really good. For example, I don't know, Ziggs throws his bomb, lands it on the enemy AD carry,
Yeah,
so like the very second bomb the AD carry gets, the AD carry dies because he will just get both Q and ultimate in his face and he's dead. As well, Ziggs can either engage with his W with its huge range or disengage with it. So it's the variety of situations that you can be efficient in. And Kale, well, if the enemy has a lot of assassins, she can be good, but if they don't, I don't know. Probably you will struggle because uh, if they have wombo combo and they don't want to kill one target to be effective, they will just kill all of you, and you just can't ultimate all of them. It will be a struggle for you. Well, that's how I see this. So I prefer to play champions that are
hard to engage.
No, that stay relevant. Well, when we're talking about mid laners, that stay relevant in different kind of situations. When they fall behind, Oriana, Ziggs, Lux even, they still can come back by just one shotting one of the people out there. And if you as a KL fall behind, I'm not sure about this. It will be really a
Well,
struggle.
Kayla can actually come back, but the thing he said, which is interesting, was the hard engages.
Yeah, well, like Nidalee lands a crucial Q, and all the team collapses, and you kill them. How will you land your Q on a Caitlyn, for example, and she is 20-0? Well, pretty much no way you can do this. Uh,
Mhm.
so well,
That's a different play style, though. Like if I pick the assassin type, the Kale, the Syndra, the Ari, and I go roam the other lanes, that's also an option, right?
yes, that's an option, but you
Considering I win the
yeah,
lane.
but that's again that puts a lot of pressure on you as a player. Like you have to literally carry all the lanes, and if the enemy wards correctly, it will be hard because well, correctly timed pings, and you you have won your lane, but they saw you coming. They were prepared. You die there, and just
Okay,
uh,
actually, that's an important thing you said. Like, yeah, I'm winning my lane. Okay, let's say an example situation: everyone's losing, I'm
hmm,
winning. Um, yeah, that's true. I'm thinking about it right now. Like, if I would pick an Italy and win while others lose, that could actually do something for my team as I land a spear.
yep,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true, man. That's very true.
because well, you want to be contributing in team fights, not in terms of your just solo damage, but
Team
in
fights.
terms of team fights, just to amplify your damage. Like uh, you deal one damage. Well,
It's
you
not
deal
that
damage.
powerful if I take one target.
Yeah, just
I
and
understand.
you really rely uh, on the strengths of the enemy front line rather than pressuring the enemy backline. That's just most of the time decides the game. But Kale, I believe, is a better counter pick. When you see they go Kazakhs, I don't know, Jax, and that kind of stuff,
Hmm.
that is also.
So, which kind of champions would you recommend? Like
Well, I'd say
Diana?
Ziggs, Ziggs is the best champion right now for this kind of place. Well, like, he is literally no brain champion. There is nothing special with him. It's just you have to learn. It's just better common sense to stay back. You still will be able to deal a lot of damage with him. Just even if you lose the lane, and you just stall it to the point where you get Rabadon's, Athens Holy Grail, and White Stuff. That's pretty much everything you need to deal damage in
Yeah,
this game.
like that. I don't actually need to fully roam. I can just use my ult and make some damage.
Yes, yes.
That's
Just
true.
and
That's true.
the enemy, if the enemy mid laner roams, you will punish him hard because just Ziggs is crucial in terms of pushing. And if late game he gets Lich Bane, he's he pushes the tower uh, with three autos, and that's ridiculous.
By the way, the SDG Norb guy,
Hmm.
he told me something I would like to hear your advice on. He
Hmm.
told me that when the enemy mid laner starts roaming around, the stupidest thing to do is to follow him. What do you think about that?
Well,
He says that
I'd
sometimes
say
you
that I agree with
get
that.
pushed in the party and
Yeah.
you get out of it.
If you have noticed this, that the enemy roams too late, that's too dangerous to follow him in most of the cases. Because most likely you don't have vision, like through the path this guy goes. So he can be just standing in any bush, most likely. Just well, he's like a Garen. standing in every bush. And if he gets an upper hand in terms of engage, so even if he was behind before, it's like a LeBlanc waiting in the bush or Ari, then it's just then they will kill you for nothing. So
So you say preferably to push objectives towers
yep,
and
he roams, you get the tower. The second time he will get an idea like a slight thought to go for Rome, he will think, oh, "Wow, I can't afford to lose like another tower," because a lot of junglers. Well, here's the point: you start to roam, but your jungler doesn't have an idea that when the mid laner roams, he needs to go and defend the mid lane tower.
yeah,
He just farms the jungle, and that's really really bad thing to do because mid lane tower is a crucial objective. It gives a lot of vision. Just well, you after losing mid lane tower, you have to invest a lot to save that kind of vision you had when it was standing still, and you waste a lot of gold. And
what I do most of the games, I used to roam a lot a few months ago, but I pretty much stopped after I realized I can just take the tower. So I'm rushing the tower pretty fast these days, um, and then I'm pretty much confident to start roaming around
well,
once I take the tower first.
the problem in taking the tower too early is that if you take it too early and your side lanes are not ready to end the laning phase,
Hmm.
then it gives time for your enemy to kind of get back into the game because it is easier for him to farm. It is more forgiving.
And when the lanes are ready to leave the lane phase.
Well, you want your AD carry to have like one and a half items at least,
Hmm.
just to start a huge roaming. Because without these items, I mean, Infinity Edge or Bloodthirster and Zeal or some stuff, they just use this. They are defenseless. They have no damage. Well, just and it's again, it's a toss of the coin. Who gets fed? Uh, but when your lanes are losing just in a crucial way, then you just obviously want to end this and try to toss the coin because that's where the odds are better for you.
Yeah.
But if you are winning, well, probably you just want to deny as many creeps to this tower as you can, and then just well, even for you it is better. You want to get like the items. If you are winning, you want to farm a little bit up to get this to get the advantage even bigger
Yeah.
between you and the enemy mid laner. So when all of you come, you will just blow them up, and they will run and cry and surrender.
Okay, those are good advices there.
Mm.
Thanks.
So
What else? What else?
uh, well, you want to help top lane. Well, if you can. Sometimes you can roam top lane level 4 and try to help top. Well, that's not even an idea to roam top lane. The idea is that top lane should be ganked as soon as possible because it snowballs a lot. Like it is really hard to come back in top lane if uh, someone got rolling there. It just takes a lot of attention from you, and if your top lane is winning and it is getting ganked, you don't want to save this guy. It's a Darian from that moment. You just go and take the Drake
Yeah.
with your jungler. So that
Most
kind
of
of
what you
shots.
say, most of what you say is things I'm pretty much doing every game.
Yeah.
Um, like there's nothing new in what you say, like ganking top and
Okay.
objectives and stuff like that.
Well, that's
Possibly something with the mid game decisions, I guess.
well, probably. Well, that's also can come to the champion pool you have. Mm.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that advice. That's for sure. See how it goes.
Well, if you're Ziggs and minute 20 you have 300 CS, I guarantee you that you will carry, no problems. Even if your team went full retard.
Like which are important is pretty much high damage AOE type.
Yeah,
But
you just
not a so you prefer the AOE type instead of an assassin type.
yes. They are not only heavy AOE, but they are also a safe pick because well, if you're if the team fight goes really bad, but playing Ziggs, you most of the time will be able to survive it. Just taking in consideration that Ziggs wave clearing potential is just beyond this uh, beyond this earth, beyond this universe. I don't know. It's just impossible to push for him. He just throws his bombs from the fog of war and clears all the wave. So they won't be able to push. Uh,
So at this moment, I will be able to roam around with Ziggs or take the Wraith or something.
excuse me.
Like if I'm pushing hard with Ziggs,
Yeah. If you're pushing hard, well, here, uh, here's well, the
I
a
can
small
carry both of
no,
them.
as no, I mean a small difference of the level of playing Ziggs. Even if you are really good, like I don't know, like a Phantom Lord that can kill
Yeah.
a lot of matchups 1v1 as Ziggs because his mechanical skills with Ziggs are just really good. Well, uh, then that's fine. You just can stay and apply pressure. And the point of bullying your laning opponent that you just consciously provoke the enemy jungler to gank you. But here you need to be sure: can you survive the gank? Well, the best possible option here that you just bully the lane. They just this guy the jungler comes and you kill both of them. But well, sometimes it's just not the case. And if the enemy jungler is really strong and well, you are sure that you won't survive it, well, just go and farm or rotate. But that's a a small second, a small period of time where you should decide. You just finish pushing the lane, you showed it to the tower, and that very moment you should already just have an idea where would you go. You just can't afford yourself to hesitate whether to go bot lane. You just start to go bot lane, then you see that wow, everyone is dead there already. So I will just go farm races, and actually uh, the lane has already been pushed to your side. So just the same thing about jungle. So you just take this kind of decisions in advance. You just try to predict, especially when you are pushing. That's not too hard to have a look on the side lanes and decide can you or can you not do this, because if you start to hesitate, well, it's just better to make a couple of mistakes, but not to hesitate, because you will be able to correct these mistakes eventually and just make another decision later. But if you always hesitate and just running in circles, that's not good.
Nothing would happen.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, I'm
Well,
gonna take.
TF pretty good as well right now, I'd say, and it helps side lanes a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna think. I'm thinking about trying playing Nidalee and Ziggs again. I think they would have. I'm gonna try because the last few games I was playing, Kyle made won most of the lanes, even won the one other lane besides me. Uh, Game wise, it didn't really help me. I won four and lost four, so nothing really came out of it. So I'm gonna try to listen to your advice and play Ziggs in Italy or something.
Well, just when we talk about me, I don't play much meta champions at all because I don't think that I I do believe that they can carry, but I think that just there are a lot of champions that are much easier to carry, and
Yeah,
because Ash is just crazy engage potential, and
yeah, that's true.
Zach, the same thing. Well, Lucian, I play.
What do you think about Malphite mid?
Mm.
That's huge.
well,
What
well,
a pick.
well, it is a funny. It is really funny to play him, but if the enemy AD carry knows something about this game, he will just dodge a couple of your ultimates, and well, you will be dying over and over again then because you go full AP.
Well, at Platinum 5, it's pretty much not like that.
Well, I know. Just when we were in Platinum, we played Malphite support with my buddy. Yeah, just OP Malphite OP.
I just take like a Death Eye Grasp, Malphite mid, and that's one shot, and that's pretty much over.
Yeah, just in mid lane to late game. That's how you can carry. Just place wards, stay in the bush, kill someone that will try to go and ward any objective. I capitalize on that. That's that's a usual thing to see in any kind of solo queue. Because no one is going as a team to ward. They say, Support, why isn't Baron warded? And he goes there into fog of war with a lot of Garens and Malphite standing in every bush.
Okay. Hey, do you wanna maybe catch a game? Like you in the jungler, and I'm gonna play mid.
Well, let's try. Actually, a lot of people, uh, like my students, doing nothing in the lobby. We'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Okay, I can invite this guy. Mm. Okay, let's invite everyone.
Should I play what you advised me to, or whatever I want?
Well, play what I advised you to. Just,
Play what you advised.
yeah,
Okay.
it seems that they were doing nothing in lobby for a reason. Yes, they are AFK. Mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, let's start. Will you be able to call mid lane first?
Oh, the normal games trick. I'll try.
Well, I have a micro for it. ADK. Top and mid lane. I have micros on my bind it on my keyboard, but for jungle no. So I hope that I will be fast enough to control with this.
I just go copy paste.
Yeah, reaction must master.
Okay, maybe I can invite someone. I don't know.
Well, let's try if you do. Ah, okay. I guess I have bugged the game because I just cancelled it when the invite has come. And, wow, is it possible?
Oh, okay.
I don't know. My game crashed, I guess.
I'll invite you. Let's try again.
Okay. Now I need to.
Mm, okay, so they're not the best players, but we just need to fill up.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. What? The player does not meet the requirements for this queue.
Because I not in the game.
Oh, you're not even connected. You.
Okay, invite me.
Okay. try play this guy. No one. Mm, okay.
Yo.
Yeah. Well, let's start.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we want to get mid lane and jungler.
Mm.
What should I do?
Well, I don't know. Top lane AD carry support.
Oh god. Okay.
Wow, he's a Russian guy.
Yeah, most of my friends are Russian.
That's funny because I'm Russian too.
I see you play a lot of Sejuani.
Yeah. Well,
Hmm.
Oh, now I know why this guy is so quiet on stream.
yeah. He's just quiet.
I'm quiet.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit.
Probably my microphone.
Hmm. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. No, fuck. No. Kianas.
Oh no.
Hmm.
They are privileged to die at my feet.
What should I play? Well, Rengar seems strong right now, but I guess he will be nerfed pretty soon.
Oh come on.
You can, dude.
Every time I invite this guy to play with us, he's ended up playing support.
Okay, let's play something. Well, you can play Zyra support and deal more damage than mid laner, or Karma support, the same thing.
Oh, I like Zara mid. So good. Underestimated.
Hmm.
Yeah, she deals a lot of damage, especially when people disrespect her.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Well, they have strong picks.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so shouldn't be a big problem for you. Unless she plays with scripts, then you're fucked. Have you seen Cassia players with scripts? On Nitzan, he put his set down. Oh, welcome back.
I don't get this razor shit.
Let's just not that intuitive, unfortunately. Well, Cassia shouldn't be a big problem for you, unless she plays with scripts. If she plays with scripts, then you're fucked. Especially laning phase wise. But they just have to play carefully. You should be able to still farm from the distance. Are we still loading? Oh yes, I see.
Oh god, this game is going
My
to be
king
hard.
commands.
You think? Let's see.
Well, if Ranger gets fed, then our Kog'Maw is gonna have a bad time surviving him.
Victory calls. A Demacian does not retreat.
Probably wanted to go and ward this bush. Okay, they're coming. Or maybe not.
Always forward.
Oh, this Russians guy. What the fuck? He just went AFK, what the fuck?
Is he really FK now?
Seems so.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fucked bot lane.
Oh, what the fuck?
So fucked.
What?
Why did you went in there?
How did I die?
Only
Well, all of them
They
were
went
there.
back on you and turned back on you, so. Oh.
I just. No,
Okay.
I just froze. I didn't see
Oh.
what happened. Come on.
Well, if we had Lolo, we could have contested it, but
calls.
What a waste.
Well, I cleared the buff for you.
well, thanks. Well, Lolo is back, so we got this. We got this rolling for us. Yeah. She has teleport. Late game, she will be a beast.
What the fuck? Why is each other? What the fuck? Okay.
Their lives are
But yeah, he's staying AFK in lane. That's really beasty.
Try hard mode engaged. Okay.
It's awesome. I've always wanted to play 1v2 bot.
Oh, they just let them push to the tower and farm under the tower.
Yeah, no.
Watch them farm your Lulu.
Perish with honor. The warrior spirit is never broken. My king commands.
Oh, I was not able to get level 3 even. Yeah, she's playing with scripts.
Demacian does not retreat.
Go back now.
What exactly do you mean with playing with creeps?
Scripts. Well, it is not him playing, he's just moving his...
Oh, script.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now I know what you mean.
To triumph.
Aren't they actually forbidden?
Yeah, of course. Well, he's not playing, this guy's just moving his champion. And,
Always
How
forward.
do you know that, by the way?
well, you see that just there is no lag between his Q and E.
Well, actually, the split string is bad. He's just bad, honestly.
Oh, no. Save me.
Oh my god. No, I couldn't hear you. I tried to.
Wow, this Lolo man.
Come on, run, Gokma. Can't get in range.
You
Oh
can
my
you can
God.
try to kill Trist. He's just
Oh, come on. Let me get my assist.
well, that was worth it. If I had my flash up from that early game. Okay, I need to help top lane.
I've almost gotten into range to hear you. I was pretty sad.
Won't be able even to. Oh shit, live, dude. Be a man. No, I'm.
Always forward.
Can't help you, man. I'm level 3.
Here's a tip. And a spear behind it. To triumph.
Nice.
Thanks.
Victory calls.
Support is like AFK, seriously. He's potting back again now.
Sound the march. Their lives are forfeit.
Well, Rengar is missing and he's level 6.
So he's totally
Demacian
underleveled
does
now.
not retreat.
Nice.
Press the assault. My king commands.
Okay, now just as a Ziggs, you should always track this icon of Rengar top lane because anytime he pushes, he can just rotate mid lane and try to kill you.
Oh, what are you talking about?
So
It's just like playing against TF. All the time, he is not in the lane. Assume that he is teleporting to your lane. Mid lane, blue buff. Oh yeah, I'll have already one.
It's over. Second.
So I'm playing a 1v2 lane, Zig got one. Amazing.
The warrior spirit is never broken.
No, you shouldn't go there.
A Demacian does not retreat.
Yeah.
Only actions truly speak.
Well, Rengar is going main.
Cassio is going.
It shall be done. Sound the march. Here's a tip and a spear behind it. Always.
Well, you shouldn't burn your summoners when you're already dead.
I almost got him. I don't know why Lulu's at the tower. I don't understand that.
Victory
I mean, seriously. Did you see the health of Nitzan at the end?
Yeah. No mercy.
My king commands. The warrior spirit is never broken.
It's gonna live.
Wow.
Mercy. Yeah. Wait, dude. Cassio is coming your way. You shouldn't tunnel vision on Blitzcrank. Cassio is just most likely here. She will ult him.
What?
Sound the march.
I guess they have Tribush warded bot lane, yes?
Victory call.
I'm almost about to go AFK. Seriously.
Ah, that-
I'm staying
that-
alone on the spot lane.
That's okay. Just I was almost there. We will get this.
Man, he's AFK. It's
Well,
not that he's bad. I don't care if he's bad. He's AFK all the time.
Well, you get more experience. Well, they have pink ward here.
I don't get more experience when my opponent can zone me all the time.
Well, that doesn't matter. We're still kinda equal.
Warrior spirit is
Are you
never
talking
broken.
about Lulu who's the AFK?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Russian guy, dude.
Sorry, man. I shouldn't invite him.
Wow, what the
This guy myself, actually.
mercy.
Does not retreat. Only actions truly speak.
Okay, they will try to go for Drake, I guess.
Guess they should already been able to do it because Tristana was coming from that way.
No, I was there and just checking it.
King commands.
Okay.
Oh, here it is.
Jack's behind us. I'm on my way.
Ah.
A Demacian does not retreat.
No, 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 don't tunnel vision. Jax is all still there.
Yeah, in case just behind us. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Okay, we should just go for Drake.
God.
Fate has made its choice.
I don't know what's wrong with this game. Something's so fucked up here. Can't even point on what. Yeah, maybe it's this Lulu actually.
Only actions truly speak. Victory calls.
An ally has been slain.
My king commands.
Oh, what the fuck?
Sound the march.
Go for it.
The warrior spirit is never broken.
No, just go back, she's too strong.
Do not bore me.
Rengar is going to dive. Just go back, go back, go back, go back.
Has been destroyed.
To triumph.
Oh God, why do I have ult on level 1? Fuck my life.
Yep, we have poke, just go.
Victory calls.
Lights.
Only actions truly speak.
Has destroyed a turret.
Okay, we should go back.
Never broken. A Demacian does not retreat. Sound the march.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Lolo.
My king commands. It shall be done.
Go get blue. Yeah, Lolo OP. I tell you, late game should have been monster.
Here's a tip. And a spear behind it.
Oh my God, fuck this.
Their lives are
Sorry.
forfeit.
An
A
ally
Demacian
has been
does not
slain.
retreat.
Oh, I need help mid lane.
It shall be
Okay.
done.
This game would have been so easy one if I had a supporter.
The warrior spirit is never broken.
Okay, Blitz will be there.
You shouldn't have ulted for this, so.
Well, I just wanted to kill him. I didn't. Well, I didn't want to get ulted from Lulu. I'm obviously not the tanker. Go for Drake.
Sound the march.
Down.
The overextend is real, man. Wow.
Wow. That was unexpected. OP. They have hooks, stuns. OP.
Victory calls.
The smite, the smite. I'm just joking. Can I take red?
Oh, yeah.
Perish with honor. Always forward.
What do you think about Trinity on Kog'Maw?
I don't know.
Do not form.
I guess Taps and Genja was building Trinity on Kog'Maw. I haven't played him a lot.
Here's a tip and a spear behind it.
Well, I'm using a lot of abilities and I'm scaling a bit of IP, so guess it should be fine.
Sound the march.
The baits.
Why didn't you turn around earlier and ulted himself? I mean, why did you ulti me? Not that I was not dying at all, but whatever.
Ah, give me assist.
I need the kill. I need the kill, man. You took my last one.
Victory calls.
Yeah. Good guy, Blitzcrank.
Another one wants to give me kills. I know.
A Demacian does not retreat. The warrior spirit is never broken.
Okay, go get your blue.
To triumph.
This wave clear is crazy.
My king
Can't
commands.
push it.
To triumph.
Be careful, don't go there. Rengar can be there.
It shall be done. Victory calls.
6 strength.
A second.
Sound
We should push. We should push a lot of people top lane.
An ally has been slain.
You should rotate to mid lane. If they go.
fate has made its choice. Always forward.
That can be Baron. You should have come, like, to people top bot lane. Not good.
Only actions truly
An
speak.
ally has been slain.
A Demacian does not retreat.
Turret has been destroyed.
My king commands.
Okay, this is lost. Well, Lulu lost it just from the very start. I know, as a support, well, just you don't want to go with your AD carry bot lane for no reason. It's just well, if he had played just somewhat willing to play, then he would have gone and tried it. But
The warrior spirit is never broken.
Your turret has been destroyed. Defeat.
Okay, sorry for
never mind. Well, you see, just although we had just had a terrible game overall, and you still managed to deal a lot of damage, and just if we had somewhat decent guys, and just
yeah,
at least playing, we could have came back. We still could have came back, just but like,
Well,
Our
I
f-
gotta say,
that was a good advice, that's for sure.
for 1v2 lane, I played pretty decent, but
yeah, that's good. And you have managed to deal even more damage than Tris
Fine,
did.
actually, because every game I'm playing with this guy, like the last 4 or 5 games we played together, I was so pissed at this guy. I don't know why I even invited him right now. I guess he forgot about it. Oh well.
Okay, I'm gonna get a break and